G'day, Lauren. What's the latest? What's happening there today?
Well, James, very different scenes here in LA compared to what we saw last night when it was just absolute chaos on the streets of downtown LA. Last night there were just constant bangs of these flashbang grenades. There were cars on fire, bins on fire. We've still got the choppers overhead, which have been a constant feature for the last couple of days, but much more peaceful here today. There are hundreds of people who've gathered here near the LA City Hall to protest against the arrest of a prominent union leader who was swept up in these immigration raids that sparked these 3 days of protests last Friday. Now, as I said, very peaceful here today and very concerned. They're here, they say, to support each other. This is a city, of course, of immigrants, and everybody here knows somebody who's been affected in some way. There's a big Latino community in particular, and a lot of people that I've spoken to have said that they've been really living in fear since Donald Trump took office, but in particular since these immigration raids started on workplaces around Los Angeles. Here's what a couple of the protesters told me a short time ago.
Many of my brothers and sisters that are Latinos or of brown descent are being impacted. This is scaring everybody to death, right? They're not asking people for papers or proof of immigration status before they get arrested. They're just arresting them.
We all have family, friends who have either come from a different country, first, second, third generation. This is a city of immigrants, and when you hit one of our family, we come out and we protect our own.
Yeah, the pictures have been quite extraordinary, Lauren. So the big question is, where does it all go from here?
Well, that's anyone's guess, James, but we do know that the California Governor Gavin Newsom has now launched legal action against the Trump administration for its decision to deploy the National Guard that he says really escalated tensions into the kinds of scenes that we've seen in LA for the last 3 nights. He says that Donald Trump did this deliberately, that he was trying to drum up chaos and crisis to suit his own political means. For his part, Donald Trump has defended his decision to call in the National Guard. He said that if they didn't do that, LA would have been completely obliterated, in his words. He's also continued his personal attacks both on the mayor and on Gavin Newsom that we've seen. And he's interestingly been describing these protesters as insurrectionists, which could point to the possibility that he may invoke the Insurrection Act, which would give him broad sweeping powers to call in the military to tamp down these protests. There are some early reports, although we haven't been able to independently verify them, that he has already deployed some Marines here in LA. They've just come through recently, and we'll seek to verify those independently. So it's unclear where these protests go from here, but certainly this is a city on edge.